Well, hello, Lapidary lovers, rock nerds. Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. Thought I'd do a quick video on some stuff I won at an auction held by the Tampa Bay Fossil Club not too long ago. And here it all is. Well, except for this. This is a raffle prize I won at the meeting. It's actually a fossilized dolphin vertebrae. We'll set that aside because that's different from this stuff. This is the stuff I won at the auction. This was one lot of rocks. We don't know who donated them. The donor was kind of anonymous. So we don't know what some of these rocks are. Now, obviously, I've got three septarian nodule halves here from three different nodules, which is kind of cool. I don't have any septarian nodules, so now I've got three halves. I'll try polishing it up. There's a couple of them that look like they might take a polish. This one might take a polish. This one might take a polish. This one I'm not so sure about. It's pretty rough and pitted, but still, it's cool to have some septarian nodules in my collection. I don't have any up till now. And then the other stuff, well, one of the main reasons I'm doing this video is maybe some of you folks out there can help me identify this stuff. I know that my buddy Jim can probably help. Now, a lot of people at the Fossil Club are also crossover members with the Gem and Mineral Society, and they have apps on their phones for identifying minerals. My wife does too. She has an app on her phone, and everybody was trying to identify some of this other stuff. This one over here, the general consensus was aura calcite, which, yeah, it kind of looks like it. So what I wanted to do in this video was test it as best I can. It's a carbonate mineral, so I guess if I put some weak hydrochloric acid on it, we'll see if we get any bubbling. That should tell us whether it really is, well, possibly orochalcite. It could be something else. So it's got some clear crystals with green tips. Is basically what this is. It's a mass of clear crystals with green tips, which kind of jives with orochalcite when I looked it up on the internet. So I'm going to put a little weak hydrochloric acid on it, and we'll see if it bubbles, and that'll tell us if we've really got a carbonate mineral here. And am I seeing bubbling? Well, let me look closer here. Not really. Okay, so maybe orochalcite is not correct, because I am not seeing any bubbling. The acid does not seem to be reacting with the crystals at all. So I guess we've got something else here. It doesn't look like quartz. Let me try a different area. Let's just see if I've got a spot that's kind of... No, again, there doesn't seem to be any kind of reaction there. Okay, so maybe orochalcite is not right. So leave a comment. Leave your best thought about what this might be. I'd say guess, but I know there's a lot of experts out there in the audience who could probably come up with the right idea, especially Jim, about what this mineral is. Again, it's clear crystals with green tips. I'll try and give you a close-up with my phone of what it is. Well, here's a look at the stuff we thought was orochalcite, but maybe isn't. You can see we got some clear crystals in there that are green on their tips. And it's on some sort of like orangish matrix. So leave your best thought on what this might be in the comments section. Okay, the next mineral over here is this big chunk over here. And it's kind of colorful. It's got some red in it. It's got some green in it. It's got some white, some pink, some orange. You can only kind of see the green from a certain angle. It's got some crystalline structure to it, some crystal planes to it. So it is not calcite. In fact, you can sort of see a stair-steppiness across here where it's broken. You can see the crystal structure. It is not calcite. Several people thought so, but They were more fossil people than rock people. Um, the mineral identification app said calcite. And I have seen some very colorful calcite, so it's possible that this is calcite. Let's hit it with some acid and see what happens. Find a spot where it's not just going to run off here. Oh, we got very vigorous bubbling down there. Okay, I hope that's showing up. Very vigorous bubbling. So yes, I would say this is probably calcite. I would guess that the app was right about that. So it's very colorful calcite. Okay. Here's this big piece that the app thought was calcite, and yeah, I think it's calcite. It's colorful. It's pretty. So that's a nice specimen. Let's see what we've got next here. So a mass of white crystal, again with some green tips here and there. I don't know if it's the same stuff as this, as this stuff down here. I don't know, but it looks a lot different. Down here, the crystals are clear with green tips. Up here, the crystalline mass is kind of milky, snowy white with some green tips. Nobody had a good clue of what this might be. So let's put a little acid on it and see if it bubbles. Am I seeing any bubbling? We look close. Again, we got nothing. We got no bubbling. So maybe it is the same as the other stuff, just, I don't know, a little different, maybe, or a completely different mineral. I don't know. The green tips are not as prominent on this stuff. You can just kind of barely see them. Again, I'll give you a close-up view of this rock and leave your best idea in the comment about what it might be. And here's this other thing. You know what? I'm thinking, the more I look at it, the more I'm thinking it's more of this stuff. It's just maybe on a different matrix. The color, the crystals are milky white instead of clear. But neither one of these seems to react with dilute hydrochloric acid. So it's not calcite, it's something else. So yeah, so leave me your opinion if you think it's the same as this or different, and what you think it is. I'd really appreciate it. And then last but not least, we've got this thing over here, which is a mass of shiny crystals with, it looks like sprays of dendrites on it, maybe manganese dioxide dendrites, I don't know. Possibly black dendrites of some sort. Now these crystals to me do look like calcite crystals. So, but again, we were not sure if this was a particular mineral where it's all encrusted with these black dendrites, or if it's just some species of calcite. So let me put a little bit of acid on it. Oh yes, again we have vigorous, very vigorous bubbling. So clearly I think that is calcite. But I don't know if this is a particular mineral with all these black dendrites. I'm guessing the black dendrites are probably manganese dioxide, but if you have a better idea, let me know what you think it could be. Here's this piece, which I'm pretty sure is calcite crystals with these black dendrites on it. It's kind of a pretty piece. I think that's going to go in my display case. Those dendrites are really cool. I like them. And then here's a close-up of the 3 septarian nodules. They're kind of cool looking. I especially like this one over here on the left. That is really cool looking. I hope that polishes up, takes a nice polish. This one might take a polish too, I don't know. A little kind of a rough texture. This one's a lot smoother. And this one over here again has a very rough texture with some deep pits in it, so I don't know if it'll polish. But I've got hopes for that one. We'll see how it turns out. So anyway, that's what I got at the Tampa Bay Fossil Club auction. I think I paid $17 for this whole flat of stuff. You know, they're fossil people. They're not all that interested in rocks. So I got a deal when this stuff came up. So I'm pretty happy. A couple of these specimens are really pretty. And of course, I got the septarian nodules to play around with. And I may try polishing a couple of them. So I'm happy with this deal. If you folks are happy with this video, give it a like. Leave it a thumbs up. Your comments in this video about what you think some of these rocks are. All right? And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Bye.